Have the trachea exposed, the lungs, the heart, the diaphragm, the liver. This one has cirrhosis of the liver.
Wow.
You can see that, right?
Drinking.
Or eating something wrong. The gallbladder. You can always see green with the gallbladder. This right here, I've got to put spleen. Make sure you have spleen. This is the greater omentum. It's like an apron.
Yeah.
It's like an apron, and it allows the protection of the viscera. So if you were to reflect this apron back, you would see how all the intestines are protected by this apron called
Greater mesenteric.
greater omentum.
Omentum.
Here below the liver you can see the stomach, and it's connected to the liver through ligaments, but it also has something called the lesser omentum. That's the lesser omentum right here. Okay? Greater omentum, lesser omentum. Here's the stomach, and remember it empties into chyme into the small intestine, and here's the small intestine. The small intestine has to be coiled just properly. It can't just be coiled any which way. And so the mesentery ensures that that happens. What do you see running through the mesentery? Arteries. Your blood vessels and your nerves. Do you remember that blood vessels and nerves run through connective tissue? That's their pathway. So that, of course, is called mesentery. Now, everything looks so much like the human cadaver, even better because that human cadaver's been worked over, except for the large intestine. Their large intestine's very simple. There's the large intestine. Ours is not this simple, right? Mm-hmm. What do you think these bumps, hard things? Yeah, feces.
Oh.
The hostra, you really don't see hostra in the cat large intestine like you do in the human. The hostrum are the pouches, hostrum. Here's the urinary bladder. And we have a female. Sorry, I had to look. And so below the urinary bladder, you're going to see the uterus. This female was never pregnant, so the uterus is right here. It's not expanded. It's very small. Right here where my finger is. Extending from the uterus is the uterine tubes. Buried inside this connective tissue is the ovary. Okay, so ovary, uterine tube, uterus. Now, hopefully, maybe some of you others may have more mature cats and you can see the uterus better. I would go ahead and so that you can see better, sacrifice the muscles. Because you really don't need them anymore. So this was a beautiful cat. So now you can see the structures better. Remember how I told you that the kidneys are retroperitoneal, so they have to be buried in this adipose tissue? That's what's holding. That's kidney. That's what's holding it in place. The ileum is here, buried in the connective tissue. You can see the inferior vena cava, and this you'll probably have to trace it from the uterus instead. From the urinary bladder. You'll find the urethras leading into it. Ureters. The hilum is here. I can't see. You're going to have to unbury it. And it'll flow into this urinary bladder. Oh, here they are. You can see them. You have to just dig it out from over that. See that little tube right there? The little tube. Okay. You will when you dissect your cat. Now, up here, the only hard part of this dissection, sorry, they didn't open it up, is getting the epiglottis and the glottis out. Okay. Are you supposed to take a test?
No.
Oh, good. I was like, I don't remember. Okay, so we're going to sacrifice the muscles that come on top. This one you can see where the larynx was, it was cut. So you have a lot of muscles here. You're going to sacrifice them. And you're going to go all the way to the top, feel for the larynx, go above the larynx, grab this, and you're going to cut across. The esophagus is right behind the trachea, so you don't want to cut into the esophagus or the larynx. You want to go above it, and so you're going to clip it out. You can pull it out, and there you can see the epiglottis. See that tooth-like structure? That's the epiglottis, and that's the esophagus. So you can remove the connective tissue. Don't remove the tube, just the connective tissue, so you can see how they sit. The trachea sits on top, and that's the larynx. Okay? So everyone wants you to do that. You already dissected the heart. Why is this heart not dissected?
Yeah, it is right there.
Oh, okay, this was another way. Dissect the kidney and the stomach the way I told you to, okay?